The Old North Church, otherwise known as the Christ Church in the city of Boston, was built in 1723. It is the oldest standing church in Boston with the tallest steeple at 191 feet. On April 18, 1775, the sexton of the church, Robert Newman, climbed to the church's steeple with two bright lanterns as a signal that the British were marching to Lexington and Concord by sea. The lanterns were signals to Paul Revere to warn everybody that the British were coming. This event is where you get the quote, "One if by land and two if by sea," because one lantern meant the British were coming by land and two meant that the British were coming by sea. This event is what ignited the American Revolution. Robert Newman, the sexton of the Old North Church, was born in Boston and died in Boston. He was born on March 20th, 1752, and died on May 26, 1804. The patriot became sexton of the Old North Church in 1772. Newman was living with his mother in 1775, who was renting part of their home to British officers. Newman was buried at Cobb's Hill Burying Ground in Boston. Robert Newman was a very important historical figure, not only to the Old North Church, but to Boston itself, because if it weren't for him signaling Paul Revere, no one would have ever known that the British were coming. Today you can find the Old North Church on 193 Salem Street in Boston. When there, you could take tours around the church, or you could go to his gift shop and relive his history. The steeple you see today at the Old North Church is actually not the original. The original was blown down by high winds in 1804 and was replaced by another one with the same design. That steeple was also blown over due to high winds and was replaced by another one in 1954 with the same design too. The third steeple is the one you can see today. When the church was built, it was outfitted with a set of 8 bells which are still in use today. These bells are the oldest bells in the United States of America, and they are still rung regularly. As a young man, Paul Revere himself was a bell ringer for the Old North Church. Situated on the Freedom Trail in Boston, the Old North Church is the oldest surviving church in Boston, Massachusetts. The Old North Church is a source of amazing historical events, and it was a very key aspect to the American Revolution.